Good morning, everybody. We're going to conclude the week of reviews with our look at Stephen Stills' first live DVD and live album, Live at Shepherd's Bush, which was recorded at Shepherd's Bush in England, and released on November 2nd of 2009. When I was preparing the screenshot for today's video, I noticed that there was no recording date or venue information, as is Wikipedia's custom. So there, like I said, I don't know when exactly this show was recorded, but we do know it was recorded in England at Shepherd's Bush. And like I said a second ago, this was Stephen's first live DVD, not counting Manassas, a Manassas live DVD, which we will be covering when we cover the Manassas records, because we're going to make a whole series out of the Manassas period, and cover the two Manassas records and the Manassas DVD I have. But on to this review. I believe Stephen was on a limited tour for his Man Alive record, which I believe was released in in 2008, I can't remember. I think it was either 2008 or 2007. And like I said, this was Stephen's very first live DVD. And by the way, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. We are doing this without notes because my voice text software wouldn't cooperate last night, so we're doing this noteless. But I can talk about Stephen Stills till the cows come home. I have several favorites on this record, DVD. Actually, I like the whole record. But the way this show is structured, Stephen does an acoustic set first, mainly consisting of old favorites. Now, some of these I had never seen Stephen do live before, so it was super exciting for me, like Changing Partners, the Blind Fiddler medley, which was from Stills Alone, and Girl from the North. Well, I had seen him do Girl from the North Country and 4 and 20 before, but I was super excited to be able to get a chance to see him do the Blind Fiddler medley and Changing Partners. And then he also does Johnny's Garden, an acoustic version of Johnny's Garden from the Manassas days. But the super exciting, the holy grail for me was the electric set, and then he closes the acoustic set with a masterful version of Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, where he is joined by the band, which is made up of Joe Vitale on drums, Todd Caldwell on keyboards and vocals, and Kenny Passarelli on bass from Joe Walsh's band. Actually, Joe Vitale and Kenny Passarelli are both from Joe Walsh's band. And so they closed the acoustic set with a masterful version of Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. And then they take a break and then come back, and the electric set opens with another Manassas number from Manassas's second record called Down the Road. It's a tremendous number called Isn't It About Time, which is kind of reminds me of it kind of has a Bo Diddley beat to it, and I was super excited because I had never seen it done live before, and actually he was doing a lot of tunes that he had never attempted live before, I don't think. But my absolute favorites from the electric set were Rock and Roll Woman and Bluebird, which were tunes at that time that I had never seen him do live, and I had always wanted to see him do. And he also does For What It's Worth, and closes with Love the One You're With. And he also does another cover of a Mudcrutch song, which was Tom Petty's kind of side project or first band before the Heartbreakers. The song's called The Wrong Thing to Do. And he also does a tune that him and Graham wrote that comes from his Man Alive record called Wounded World, and he also does that in medley format with Rocky Mountain Way, which is another song that he had done in the 70s in medley format with Jet Set. And so and as kind of as the credits roll, or the show starts, the DVD starts with an interview with Stephen in which he talks about his love of England, and talks about how he doesn't always get to do a solo show, but how he feels that London was the perfect place to do that, to do the show, because he feels so at home here, so at home in London. And one more thing, he also, during the acoustic set, he also tells the story behind Johnny's Garden, and actually he tells the story behind a lot of the songs, which I loved. And so overall, I really hope you enjoy this. You won't be disappointed.